Hello and what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Miguel. You're watching Miguel EDC, the channel where we talk everything EDC gear here. And today I'm coming at you with something a little bit different than usual for this channel. And you saw the title and thumbnail. You know exactly kind of what's going on in this video. It is definitely a little different than typical knives and flashlights and EDC gear. This is just something a little bit more of my personal taste, something that I personally enjoy. I just wanted to share that with you. I figure why not gives you guys a chance to get to know me a little bit better. And I've been into, this sort of stuff for a long time. I, kind of walked away from it, recently came back to it. So it's, kind of just a little bit to share here with you guys. So, hey, if you enjoy a different video than the typical stuff you see all the time from this channel, give this video a thumbs up and definitely grab your, coffee, grab a snack, and sit back and tight. Doing the honors today for this quick unboxing here. We got the Fintiso Parrot. I recently just unboxed this one in the channel. Very, very sweet button lock here with the thumb studs, right? Got the whole works going on. Very, very fidgety 14C 28N. Check out that unboxing video if you want to learn more. But man, it is very, very elegant. Got a great action. Fintiso is definitely stepping up their game. So this guy is going to be doing the honors today. Of course, this knife and all the products that you see on this video are going to be linked down below. If you're interested in checking prices, availability, variants, and all those details, definitely check those links in the description and pinned comments. It does help out the channel when you use those links, but that's entirely up to you and at zero extra cost. All right, with that being said, let's go ahead and make an incision here. All right, this is a package from Amazon. Recently picked these up. They were on a banging deal here, about 10 bucks. They're currently on sale for 10 bucks. So if you guys are ready, I'm ready. Drum roll, please. Here we go. Bam. We got the RS3M from MoYu. Right, and I got 3 of them, mainly because I am going to be giving 2 of them away, actually, as Christmas presents for a special somebody. So in case you're watching this video, I'm not even going to say who these are for. But yeah, definitely going to buy some extra ones here to give away for, or give as a gift for some special folks in my life during Christmas. But I got this additional one here for my daughter. I kind of want to get her into it a little bit. And this thing is 10 bucks, $9.99 right now, currently on sale on Amazon. Definitely has a pretty good, reputation and review right now for, look how smooth that knife cutting through that package, right? If you're over here cutting your packages with some sort of kitchen knife, like what are you doing? Get yourself a nice EDC knife, right? That is what this channel is all about. So definitely subscribe if you want to learn more about that. But just a little bit of background, I've been into Rubik's Cube here for quite some time. Sometime in high school, I got into it. I thought it was pretty fun. I have the Rubik's branded 2x2, obviously the 3x3, and I got a 5x5. And I don't even know where the 4x4 went. It's probably somewhere in a drawer. I know that a piece went missing on that one. So again, just sharing a little bit about, myself here, kind of my background, and really enjoyed, I looked up how to solve one and I was immediately sold. And I mean, these are the most popular toys out there for a reason. You got the holiday season just around the corner. If you got a kid, a adolescent, someone who's into something like this, right, kind of gives you an idea what you can get them. Now, these are the old-fashioned way kind of, cubes, right? These are non-magnetic, right? They don't turn nearly as well as some of the newer cubes. So when you do turns, these don't do any corner cutting, right? And again, these are terms that a lot of people who are into cubing would use. So there's definitely no corner cutting on these. And I'll show you exactly what I mean by that. So these were the OG ones from when I was in high school. That was years ago. As of recently, when I fell back in love with the hobby again, I picked up some speed cubes, right? So these are different because these are more modern implementation of cubes, right? They're known as speed cubes. GAN cubes basically have taken the industry by storm. So, I mean, it makes it really, really nice, very, very fidgety and also very fast, easy to do a solve. The key here are these magnets that you see on the corners. So definitely allows for, the cube kind of to click in place like it should, right? Like that. If you try to do that with the older cube, you'll notice that, it's more of a hit or miss, right? It could be like halfway like that. You try to do a full turn, right? It's more of a hit or miss. And when you're making fast moves, right, it can get the cube a little stuck. So something like this is very, very smooth. Corner cutting refers to, right, this term of being maybe 90 to 70 to 80% into a turn and being able to finish the turn like that, right? So let's say I was making this turn, right? I could finish the turn like that, right? So that is corner cutting, right? Different cubes allow you to do more or less corner cutting depending on the flexibility, right? These are also pretty flexible. It has more like a gap in between them, and you can see those magnets. You can see the core inside. So this is the GAN 356M, right? Very good, recommendable one for around, I think I picked this one up for around $22, full price like $25 to $26. So that's pretty good. A budget version of this one, I think I picked this one up for like maybe $12, $13. It's the Swift Block. It is a brand. It is a budget version of the GAN cubes, right? So it is a company under the GAN umbrella, but kind of has a different feel to it, right? Still has the magnets going on, which also make it very nice, easy to turn as well. But you do feel a little bit more of a budget approach on this one, right? Not necessarily nearly as high quality as that one, right? And I want to put these here for reference because these are the two that I recently picked up so far for reference. Now, again, $22 on sale, $13 here. Is the $9.99 cube? Could it possibly come anywhere close? Well, for starters, right, we got the cube here. We'll get to that in a moment. We got a nice little stand, right, which these guys didn't bring. They brought something different. So you got a nice little stand there so you can display. We got accessories box. Let's see what that accessories box is all about. Tell you what, that accessories box is really tight in there. It's almost like they don't want you to take it out. But, you know, patience does run out eventually, so I'm going to get to it from this back end, I guess. Can I get my accessories box, please? That is a tight fit, to say the least. So, there we go. Let's see. What's in the accessories box? All right, we got the instructions. All right, we got a multifunctional cube display box, which didn't come with this cube, so I'm not sure why they put that on here. Maybe they'll just include that in every box. And then it's, what is this, instructions, or there we go, how to solve the cube. Right, you can pause there if you want to see more details. There's some great tutorials here you should definitely check out. There is the founder, designer, the whole team there. Check that out for more details if you like. And yeah, that is about it. I don't know about a display box. We definitely didn't get that one with this particular one. I mean, it's $9. I mean, $9.99. So technically $10. The only other thing I see here is I see we got a Phillips head screwdriver. That's going to come handy in a moment. And then we have some adjustment tools here, which, by the way, you can adjust the tension on those magnets and how it feels on the turns. I'll show you guys how that works. But yeah, hopefully you guys are enjoying this unboxing so far. Again, something a little bit different than usual. Again, this can make a perfect gift for a lot of people in your life. So hopefully you're getting value, if not entertainment, out of this. And let me make sure I cut this thing without scratching the cube. Okay. All right, first impression on this one, we got the MoYu logo, which I want to say looks a little bit different than what I saw in the pictures on the actual Amazon post. Right? Does it come already lubed? Not necessarily. So you can see it does have the magnetic pull. All right, makes some pretty good turns. Now, what I did notice is the magnets are not visible on this one. So as with the other ones, you can actually see the magnets, right? Not only in the edge pieces, corner pieces, right? You can see all those magnets. Same deal going on here with the gun cube, of course, right? But not the case with this particular guy. So that's interesting, right? But it definitely turns really good. I'll do a sexy move. All right, so this is just, there we go. So right here, bam, boom, bing. Just try not to go too technical, but basically I repeat the same move until I solve. It becomes solvable again, right? Just kind of comes back to being fully solved. Yeah, actually not too bad. There's a checker pattern going on here. All right, that's pretty neat. I mean, for a $10 cube, you know, you got to give it to it. You got magnets here. I want to say this thing is night and day difference than this thing. Like, still pretty advanced to what Rubik's was giving you, like, you know, some years ago. I mean, these non-magnetic cubes are still for sale today, right? And there's even a version of the Rubik's Cube, right? A speed cube, which is actually pretty much a budget or basically Swift block rebranded Rubik's Speed Cube. That's what it is. So you can basically pick up this guy for that matter. It probably costs you like $1 or $2 less, maybe $3 less, I think. But yeah, I mean, night and day difference compared to something like what we had, you know, like years ago. So, you know, it's still on the budget end of things. I mean, it's pretty, you know, not bad, not bad. Let's see, corner cutting. Oh, you can do it. There we go. All right, so let's say I was almost all the way there. All right, it's still corner cut, corner cut. All right, that's not bad. So check this out. So in the logo here, in every center piece, you have the ability to take out the center cap. All right, and then you actually get to the center there, and you can actually adjust, right, that center, right? You're basically tightening up the spring. If you want it more tight, less tight. You could also do it with this tool right here. There we go. Oh, it clicks. I'm basically going to go through it. Right, you can see how those teeth sort of click in place. And you can go through the adjustment that way. So that's pretty good. You could use this tool here, or you could use the screwdriver. I think the screwdriver just tightens it up more from the center. But if you want to do the actual ratcheting, right, the click, click, click is with this piece. So I don't want to go into too much detail there. I mean, I could probably make a separate video for that if you guys are interested in learning more. But I mean, just the fact alone that it has the magnets, right, it's pretty neat. But I will tell you, I mean, again, it makes a really good gift for, you know, maybe a tiny human in your life who's looking to get into, you know, cubes, or maybe you want to spark that into their life. Like, hey, you know, check out Rubik's Cubes. They're pretty fun. And, you know, they can not only learn how to solve it, but get better and better at solving them over time. So I don't have equipment to actually do a time solve. And I'm not even that great at solving it in a fast manner anyway. I think I'm somewhere around the 3 to 4, you know, 3 to 4 minute. You know, sometimes I pull up a 2.5 minute solve. But one thing I can tell you for sure, I mean, I can definitely see the step up. This is good value here for $9.99. If you can afford a little bit of a, you know, an extra $2 to $3, this Swift block, and I'll put the model name on the screen, it definitely is a better upgrade. I want to say even the finish, right, the fit and finish on those colors, right, definitely have a much better looking product, I think, on the Swift block. And last but not least, the Gun Cube, right? Gun Cube, if you kind of want to pick up something really decent and you got a couple more extra dollars to play around with, I mean, you might want to go with the 356M right here. This one's pretty good, right? And it only gets more expensive from here. There are cubes in the 60s, you know, $80 range, you know, only gets crazier and crazier from here. So definitely something that, you know, you can definitely go down the rabbit hole. The same thing we do here with knives and we do with, you know, EDC gear and all that. So as you know, we men are very focused on one thing, right? Once we fall in love with a hobby or what have you, right, we fall in love hard. So yeah, just kind of checking the different moves here. Probably use some lube oil, right? Probably try that. But I mean, for 10 bucks, right? MoYu for 10 bucks. Again, this is the RS3M and it has MagLev. So typically MagLev is an additional magnet. There we go. I almost missed that whole part. It's typically an additional magnet that you get on every single center. So unlike just the spring alone, for example, the Swift block doesn't have MagLev. It has an actual spring, which you can actually hear as you turn. The knife, not the knife, the cube. And the Gun Cube also has springs, although you barely hear them, if at all. But MagLev is something that you typically see on the more higher end gun cubes, right? It's basically an additional magnet connection with the different center pieces, which again, these get pretty fancy, by the way. In an effort to try to give you the best speed possible, I mean, these get pretty fancy. So just scratching the surface here, to be honest. But let me see if I can do a quick speed up. I'll just time it on the screen, right? There we go. Starting now, let's see if I can solve this guy. And here we go. All right, first things you notice first, I am definitely very slow. That is a given. Keep in mind, I recently just kind of fell back in love with this as a hobby since I kind of stopped doing it since my high school days. So it's been a minute, right? It's been a minute, and it's just kind of like everything. I saw a short on YouTube, and I was like, you know what? What happened to my Rubik's Cube skills? Let me pick that back up and see what's going on. So I did, and I kind of had to look up a tutorial just to refamiliarize myself with the whole process on, you know, how to actually solve a cube. Because honestly, over all these years, I had completely forgotten all about solving the cube, right? The Rubik's Cube, especially the most popular one, which is a 3x3x3. There are some funky versions too you can get, not only, you know, like 4x4x4, 5x5x5, etc., but like triangular shapes and some other weird shapes and things like that, which I mean, honestly, this is just, the sky is the limit from here, to say the least. So let's see. Yeah, let me know if you guys would want to see a tutorial. There's already a bajillion of them on YouTube, but hey, yeah, maybe you want to learn with Miguel EDC. If that's the case, let me know and I'll consider that. But again, keep in mind, I am not the fastest cuber out there. That's definitely a massive understatement, to say the least. But honestly, I mean, for a child, you know, or someone who's getting started, $10, you get your feet wet here, right? You kind of start figuring things out a little bit, right? Maybe even learn how to solve your cube for the first time. That is not bad. That is not bad at all, ladies and gentlemen. So you gotta check this thing out for $10 right now. I'm not exactly sure if that price is gonna stay like that forever, but as of right now, I mean, it's a pretty good deal, right? All right, so basically gonna repeat the same move here, and we're coming close to solving it, and bam, just like that. So I don't know how long that took. I don't know if I put a timer or not, but you can sort of see when I started, and I basically talked through the whole thing, and then I'll just post the timing here on the screen. And, you know, I'm not gonna bore you guys with solving these other two. I can tell you though for sure, this one is definitely an update. If you can get the Swift block, definitely go for it. If you know, you could just spend the minimum amount, you know, you're just trying to get it as a gift, $10. The MoYu RS3M, the Swift block model right there, or the GAN 356M, right? If you got some extra money, maybe you're picking it up for yourself, you want definitely a good, you know, this is still entry level for GAN cubes, by the way, but you want a good feeling cube, right? The 356M is definitely the way to go. All of these cubes are going to be linked down below. Again, just kind of wanted to share something with you guys perhaps you didn't already know about myself. The whole, you know, Rubik's Cube. The title of the video is probably something like, if you're not into Rubik's Cubes, don't click on this video, because that's not typically what we talk about in this channel. But I don't know. Just want to put it out there. You guys let me know your thoughts. Was this an entertaining, engaging, right? What do you think? Is it a good gift idea for someone in your life? I'm willing to bet, right, that is the case. Rubik's Cube, after all, is one of the most popular toys out there. So if you want to see more Rubik's Cube content in the channel, you guys let me know in the comment. All right, just kind of something different. As you know, you probably already, we always talk about knives and other EDC gear a lot more in this channel. Maybe I'll start a second channel. I don't know. You all let me know. Guys, well, hopefully you enjoyed this one. Again, all of these are linked down below if you're interested in checking them out. It does help out the channel when you use those links, but that's entirely up to you and at zero extra cost. Really hope you enjoyed it as much as I did unboxing and solving these. Maybe you've never solved the cube. I promise you, if you look into it, you see tutorials and kind of get your hands on and you solve one, you know, you're going to be hooked. I'll tell you that much. But guys, take care. Thank you so much for hanging out with me until the end. Check out these other two videos on the screen there. Hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll catch you on the next one, either this one or this one. Peace.